channel. I'm Lou and I like to talk about sewing and lots of other sort of crafty type things. Thank you for tuning in. If you enjoy this video, please do give it a thumbs up and why not subscribe? You know, you've probably watched a couple of videos now, so you like it, don't you? Go on, just press that button, subscribe. Okay, so today's video, I thought I would show you my sewing book collection because I have got, well, quite a few. I mean, some people might have more than me, but I think I've got about, 8 or 10, and there are a few that I have referred to over and over again, and then there are a few that I've made nothing out of, but I'm just going to give you a quick overview, and then I thought what I would do is a closer look at one of the books that I think not so many of you might have. So first of all, I have got obviously the trifecta, all the Tilly books. Trifecta, don't really know what that word means actually, said the English graduate. Perhaps you can enlighten me. Actually, I'll probably Google it before I put this video up. But anyway, yeah, I've got all 3 of these, which have been just the most useful things ever. I essentially learned to sew following Love at First Stitch. Thank you, Tilly. She made it all possible. And then Stretch. Obviously, I've made quite a few things from Stretch, one of which I'm wearing at the moment. My Stella joggers in this interesting crosshatch check fabric. I'm just chilling out, relaxing at home today, so I've got my joggers on. They're a bit itchy, this fabric, I've got to admit. It's got quite a high cotton content, it's about 60% cotton I think, but the rest of it's polyester and I really feel it. It's like hot and a little bit itchy on the skin, do you know what I mean? So that's a shame, but besides that, they're very comfortable. So my Stella joggers, obviously from Stretch. Then I've got Make It Simple, which I have to confess I haven't made anything out of yet, despite the fact that I definitely want to. I'll go through it maybe in better detail in another video. Then I've got 2 sewing bee books. This one was the first sewing book that I ever had. My sister brought it to Morocco for me when we lived there and I cried upon receiving it. I was so excited and happy. And I did actually make quite a few things out of that. Again, perhaps I'll go through that in greater detail in another video. Then I've got this one, Fashion with Fabric, and I don't have any of the other sewing bee books because they didn't, I don't know, they didn't all appeal to me that much. The latest one I think had a boiler suit or a bomber jacket in it that I quite like the look of. I can't remember which it was, but I felt like I couldn't justify buying the entire book for just like the 1 or 2 patterns that I really fancied in it, so haven't got that yet. Wouldn't rule it out. And then I've got some less obvious ones. Well, actually, you probably all know Breaking the Pattern by Named. Absolutely gorgeous book. Again, I've not made anything out of this yet, a bit like Make It Simple, but I've got my eye on quite a few patterns in there. I've got, and then these 2 are a little bit more obscure, I think. So there's the Liberty Book of Simple Sewing, which is just gorgeous, and I think maybe I'll go through that one for you today. And then I've got the Gentleman's Wardrobe, which is also gorgeous, but I feel bad about this because, my husband bought this for me. I was like, oh, can I have that book please, and I'll make things for you out of it. Poor Cugs, he hasn't seen a single thing out of this yet. Not one single thing. One day. Anyway, so the Liberty Book of Simple Sewing. It's very pretty. Obviously it's got Liberty print cover, and it's kind of got a fabric textured finish to it. So it feels like it's kind of covered with fabric, but I don't think it is fabric. It might be like slightly plastic coated fabric or something, but it feels, it's just got a lovely texture. It's beautiful, and it's got like purple spine. And then this pretty back. My sister brought me this as well as a present. And actually, I've never made anything out of this, but I have spent many happy hours flicking through it for inspiration. I mean, look at this first page. Prettiness. This is a cute little book plate. My friend bought me those as a present, and I've put them in, I think, almost all of my sewing books, actually. Beautiful. I feel like I want to put that in a frame. Photocopy. Wouldn't be too easy. I mean, it's just pretty, isn't it? Totally pretty. So what have we got in here? It's got sewing basics, which is useful if you've never sewn before. It's got a cloud cushion and a cloud mobile, curtain panel, chair pads, patchwork picture frames. I won't read it all. There's absolutely loads of really cute projects in here. I'm going to flick through it so you can see. So this is the introduction, and then we've got all these instructions and information on how to sew, different types of seams, different types of seam finishes, hemming, and then we've got the project section. Pretty. Cloud cushions. Well, I'm sorry, but they're adorable. Yeah, they're so sweet. I feel like I should really make those. The only reason I think I never have done is because they're not removable. They've made it so, you know, once it's made, you can't take the cover off. But I guess all I'd have to do is either make it envelope back, which is my go-to, of course, or put a zip in the bottom of it, which I don't love the idea of, to be honest. But that would be an obvious way to do that, wouldn't it? I've got 2 cushions just sitting in my line of sight here, cushion pads empty, with no covers on them. So I could use the stuffing from those. I should do it really, shouldn't I? Because it's so pretty. Nice for my orange sofa. And then it's got all the instructions, a cloud mobile, adorable. Curtain panel. I mean, I don't find that especially inspiring, to be honest with you. It's just like stripes on a sort of voile, which actually would be quite useful, I think. But yeah, it's not like the most thrilling project. Chair pads, very pretty, very useful. Nice bobble trim. Love that. What else have we got? Instructions. Patchwork picture frames, they're quite sweet. So this is more, I wouldn't call this sewing really. This is more a fabric glue situation. You just glue it to a frame. But quite a sweet effect, I suppose. And the same with the letters, fabric covered letters. That looks nice, doesn't it? I think that's quite pretty. Lovely. Oh, belt and buttons, that's a crazy one, and obviously for us fairly simple and straightforward, but it looks quite sweet. Covered buttons, love a covered button. Dog lead. I don't have a dog. Hanging birds, they're quite sweet. I mean, I don't think they'd go in my house, but they're quite pretty. I like their little fantails. Quite sweet. Oh, basket bag and saddle cover. Now that's adorable. Oh, I wish I had a bike. That's one of my dream possessions, a nice, pretty, old-fashioned looking bike. What do you think? I'd love one. Quilted saddle cover. Adorable. What's this? Cafetiere cover and coasters. Again, quite basic, but pretty. I mean, they're really good ideas for Liberty scraps, aren't they? Oh, that's quite good. A drum lampshade. I've done a lampshade actually. Have you ever covered a lampshade before? I've only done it once, but I really enjoyed it. I'm gonna have to swap hands. This is making my poor shoulder ache. Let me just move you a little bit. Okay. Chevron quilt. Well, now that's quite a project, but I like that. Have you ever done quilting? I'm not a quilter, as I've said, but that, you know, the zigzag effect, I think I quite like that. I might you know, might be tempted to give that a go at some point in my life. That really 20 years time probably. The other quilt pattern I fancy is the Looper quilt. Have you seen that by Miss Make? It's absolutely fab, and I think if I was going to have a go at quilting, that would be the one that I'd try first. It looks so good. Table mats with little pockets for knives and forks. Quite sweet. Now this is my favourite one. Libby doll. How adorable is she? She's got lovely hair, little bunches, shoes, clothes, and you can take the clothes off and like you could make her different dresses and put her in different outfits. I love her. I think I would really like to make her one day. She's lovely. Oh, look at her. What a little darling. Have you ever made a doll or a stuffed toy or something like that? Let me know how it went if you did, because it is something that's on my list. Floral garland, that's quite pretty. A little alternative to bunting maybe. Again, not really up my street, but quite sweet. Oh, this is good, a storage bolster. So it's like a sort of bolster cushion that you can keep your spare duvet or, you know, extra bedding inside it. So it's storage at the same time as being a cushion, which I think is rather clever. Leaf applique cushions. Not really my bag, but it's nicely done. Edged pillowcases. Oh, they're quite sweet. They're a bit busy, but I really like that scalloped pattern. I mean, I love a scalloped edge. Are you with me? Who doesn't? Well, maybe some people don't, but I really love a scalloped edge. So I think the idea of doing a pillowcase with a scalloped edge like that is really nice. I probably wouldn't put as many colours in it or stripes. I'd probably just keep it one colour for the top bit and then one colour for where that bit's white there. That's what I'd do. I think that would look quite nice. Oh, a sewing tidy. Quite useful. So it's got little pockets, it's got a pin cushion, a needle keeper, scissors pockets. Quite sweet, isn't it? Useful. Oh, and space for a pear for a snack. Always good. There you go. That's quite a sweet project, isn't it? So it comes off a hanger, a bit like a peg bag, and then it's got all these little bits attached to it that you can sew on to store things. Yeah, I like that. It's quite sweet. I think that could be quite useful actually. What's this? Graffiti table runner. Oh yeah, this is probably one of my least favourite ones. Oh, we can't even really see it properly. It's like sprayed with like through doilies or snowflake patterns. It's alright. Doesn't inspire me that much, to be honest. These are adorable little kiddles, pyjama trousers. Yeah, dead sweet. With little cuffs on them, which is nice. They're nice, aren't they? So they've got a waistband and a tie that matches the cuffs and then a different fabric in the middle. Very sweet. Oh, a picnic bag. That's good. That's a useful one. I think it actually might already... Oh no, I was thinking it was like a pre-made bag that you added pockets to, but it's not. You can make the bag from canvas or linen and then you add the pockets in Liberty fabric or obviously, you know, whatever pattern fabric you want to use. So that's quite a good one, that. That could be good as like a project bag if you were taking, I don't know, knitting or crochet somewhere. Could be good for that as well. Loads of things really. So that's a nice one. Pet bed. I don't have any pets, but if I did, I'd like to think that they'd have a Liberty print bed, obviously. How about you? He looks very pleased with himself. Enjoy. sewing machine cover and bag. That's really nice, isn't it? I love the old-fashioned little singer-shaped applique there. That's very sweet. So it's a nice sewing machine cover that's got pockets on the side. It's really nice. I think I need to make a cover for my overlocker, you know, because it just has this vintage Irish linen tea towel draped over it at the moment, which looks quite nice, but a proper cover would be better, I think. And then a perfect little drawstring bag. That's a nice one. I'm always looking for a good drawstring bag pattern online or tutorial. And look, I've got this in a book right here. It's typical really, isn't it? I could be using. Just looks so nice in Liberty fabric, doesn't it? Oh, an upholstered footstool, very sweet. I love those metal studs on it. I think they look so nice. I've never done upholstery, have you? I've got a friend who did an upholstery course and is really good at it. But I've never done it. Striped throw. This is lovely as well. So I think this is another sort of quilting project. Yeah. Oh, it's lovely. So it's just stripes of pretty fabric. Obviously they've used Liberty here. I want to get under it. I'm jealous of her snuggling under there with her hot chocolate. Yeah. Nice sort of simple, basic quilting pattern, I suppose. Very nice. And then you've got all your templates at the back that you can print out and, you know, blow up, enlarge by whatever percentage it tells you what to do. And it's all in there. So, oh, this is lovely. I really like this at the back. Look, so it gives you a little rundown of what all the names of the different prints are. I mean, I don't think it's all of them, but there's one that I know in particular. What's it called? Wiltshire. And it's like got little circular, like, they look a bit like sort of berries. There it is. Let's see. This one. Wiltshire, the second one from the bottom there, that's got these little circular berries on it. I've got a watch with that, a grey strap in that print, and it's just lovely. What else do I like? So it tells you about it. Wiltshire is a leaf and berry pattern which was designed for Liberty in 1933. Wiltshire has been in the classic Tana range since 1979. That's my year of birth. Special. So it's really nice to sort of see the information on the different prints. What else do I know? Oh, I think I've got a little scrap of this one actually. Like, I've got the top one there. I've got, what's it called, guys? A fat quarter. That's it. I've got a fat quarter of that. It's not in the same colourway. It's like on a red background, and it's called Belle. And it says Belle is based on a 1963 Liberty design. It was printed at Liberty's Merton Abbey print works on Verona wool. And that's in the lifestyle craft fabric range. It's got cord, it's got a furnishing collection, Tana lawn and Madari cotton. Anyway, it's just a lovely, lovely book, and I just thought that you might enjoy a little flick through with me. So if you enjoyed that, let me know, and I'll do some more for other books if you like. I think The Gentleman's Wardrobe's a particularly interesting one. It's really very beautiful on the inside. It's got lovely photographs and the projects are gorgeous. I mean, if you're not interested in sewing for men, then maybe it's not going to be much fun for you, but otherwise it's lovely. Yeah, so let me know if you'd like me to do a flick through of any of the other ones, and I will do that. All right guys, thank you for tuning in. I hope you're all having a lovely day, and I'll see you very soon. Keep stitching.